Hey there, welcome in. A new show right here on @TravisFulton Golf. We call it the Monday Scorecard, an opportunity for me to sit back down at this desk and share with you some of my thoughts on the topics that are happening in the game of golf around the world. Let's get to our first topic here on the Monday Scorecard. Justin Thomas, 11 wins now on the PGA Tour as he captures the title at the CJ Cup at 9 Bridges. Twice now he's won this tournament over the last 3 years, 4 wins total in Asia, as he's also won the CIMB Classic twice. So there's something in Asia that JT loves, in particularly on the greens, whether it's the type of grass, the speed of the greens, he can see the break. But let me tell you something, that putting stroke, it smooths out. And when JT's stroke smooths out and he starts making putts, he wins, and winning he has done now 11 times before the age of 27, joining this list. And when you get on this list, well, it's a first name basis. Jordan, Rory, Tiger, and Jack. Insert Justin. Does that land? Well, Justin, right? How come we haven't elevated Justin Thomas into this first name basis? We've done it with other players, right? And I've thought about this a lot over the last couple years. Dustin, right? Ricky, Brooks, but we really haven't done it with Justin or just Thomas. He's got a cool nickname, I get it, JT. But if anybody's been slighted, for me, in my opinion, it's been Justin Thomas. You look at this here, 11 wins before the age of 27, joining this list. This is a trajectory going to the Hall of Fame. We've always known he's a good player, but we've never, in my opinion, really put him up there and really marketed him and really got behind him and really rallied behind him like we have some of these other players. And I don't understand it, because you look at his game, right? Let's start with the driver. He represents the modern player. He's long off the tee, well over 300 yards. He keeps it in front of him. He can overpower a golf course. His iron game is one of the best in the game. Towering long irons. He's learned the off-speed stuff with his short irons. Short game, check. Putting, all right. He can get a little inconsistent from time to time with the putter. He struggled last year a little bit leading up to his wrist injury, but since that, he's been putting very, very well. Got a win late in the FedEx Cup playoffs last year and has continued the good play, once again winning over in Asia. But I'm okay with a streaky putter, right, in today's game. You got to have the rest of it, but I'm okay with a streaky putter because you're still going to win a lot. So it's interesting to me, Justin Thomas and his place with these other names. I'm ready to just say Justin. I got something for you here. Let's compare Justin Thomas to Jordan Spieth. I just talked about JT, the driver check, irons check, short game check, putting, all right, a little inconsistent from time to time. Let's take Jordan. Driving, no, right? He struggles with his driver. Once again, he was last in accuracy at the CJ Cup at 9 Bridges. He doesn't drive the ball that well. Irons, check. Short game, check. Putting, check. He's back to being, once again, the best putter in the world. So who do you got? Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth. Would you rather drive for show and putt for dough like Jordan? Or would you rather drive for dough and putt for show like Justin Thomas? For me, give me Justin over the next 10 years. Also in Asia, the MGM Resorts, the Challenge Japan Skins game, kind of a neat concept over there. 4 players, Hideki Matsuyama, Tiger Woods, Rory McIlory, and Jason Day competing. Started at 12 a.m. Eastern here this morning. I wasn't able to stay up, but hopefully some of you on the West Coast got to catch a little bit of golf. But Jason Day, he wins 8 skins, strong finish for him, par on 17, and a birdie on 18 to win some of those carryovers. And Jason Day is an interesting player for me heading into the next season. Former world #1 player, currently the 28th ranked player in the world. He took on some swing changes here in the offseason. with his swing coach, Colin Swatton, to relieve some of the pressure on his lower back. Now, I made a post there a few days back about Jason Day, a swing about some of his old stuff, and they're trying to get rid of some of that lateral sway that he kind of falls into from time to time. They're trying to turn the trail hip, and I think it'll be interesting to see what that looks like as we turn the corner here into the 2019 and 2020 season. So why not, here in the Monday Scorecard, a little bit of a breakdown about what Jason Day is working on in his swing. So when you look at Jason Day's swing over the years, it's always been a swing that has had a little bit of kind of movement with the pelvis kind of to the right a little bit, right? You'll see a lot of players, they really turn that right hip back like this. And Jason, of course, he turns his hip some, but he's always had a little bit of kind of this side, little slide in the pelvis. And then as he comes back down to impact, you see the pelvis slide. And then he's always taken on maybe a little extra right bend from time to time through the impact zone. And some of that side to side with that extra right bend can put some pressure on that lower back. So right now, when you look at Jason and his coach, Colin Swatton, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get that right hip to turn more. And that's not new news here, of course, on that Travis Fulton. I'm talking about that all the time in getting this trail hip to turn more back this way. So Jason trying to turn that right hip more going back like this. I think what'll be interesting as you watch Jason is, does he eliminate some of that knee flex in the right knee? He's always been a player that's been pretty solid in the right knee. Not a lot of changing of knee flex. So as he looks to turn the right hip, does he allow that right knee to straighten up a little bit as he's turning that hip? So for those of you at home, as you're trying to turn, losing a little bit of flexion in that right knee is certainly a good idea, because it'll open up that hip and increase the range of motion. So I'm curious to watch Jason try to turn the hip more, less slide, and where that right knee plays into that. Does he eliminate some of that knee flex as he turns? If he does, it'll be a noticeable difference and certainly set the stage for him to return to impact and take on less of that increased side bend to the right, which will take some pressure off that back. And finally, here on the Monday Scorecard, little update. The Stripe Show is back next Monday. The first Stripe Show podcast is with Jamie Mulligan, the talented coach of the number 6 player in the world, Patrick Cantlay, someone who I think is poised to have a huge season on the PGA Tour in 2019 and 2020. Great conversation with Jamie on coaching Patrick Cantlay since he was 7 years old. I cannot wait to share that with you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Monday Scorecard. I will see you next week